All right. This morning we're looking at the Nasdaq. This is live. All right. Jump up time frames. We have this down here. Well, we had this liquidity here before. Not really, though. Okay, so buy side of liquidity has been disturbed, as you can see here. There's a lot of levels up here. I was looking for price to go up. So if we drew this, I got to the charts a little late today. Open is 21,055. So opening range gap. First presentation there. Now, based off the daily chart, I'd like for price to go up this week to fill in this inefficiency, even get to this one here. I think it's possible, but it's just what I saw over the weekend. Okay, we see we traded through the first presented fair value gap. The consequent encroachment of here, 70% of the days it gets traded to. That's in play here. A little bearish order block here. And we have one here. But then we have a bullish one here. Just gonna wait and see. The setup doesn't really. The setup is to wait till 950. Since buy side liquidity has been disturbed, sell side liquidity is that would be my objective. Bearish order block here. Trading under the first presented fair value gap. Seems like it's going to hit halfway. Yep, so 70% of the time this will happen. I'm not trading yet because I haven't seen it enough. This looks like a good setup here to have that happen. Going the 10 o'clock silver bullet. I think this is a pretty good target here for price to reach down into. Using the first presented fair value gap, how it trades below it and then doesn't get back above consequent encroachment. Kind of goes right back down after that. Still just waiting for price to give me more data to use. Kind of already took out buy side liquidity. So there's sell side liquidity resting here. It's a pretty big bearish order block here. Typically, it's better to stay away from 9:30 to 10 when you're first starting off. It seems to be like a very volatile time. A lot of high news drivers come out this time. I like to look for a good setup at 9:50. Or you want to look for the setup before 9:50. So this is good to note here. It's very short block. Seems like we're gonna get full gap closure. I would like to see price come up and hit this. I hate when it's just like one-sided. So yeah, it already deserved buy side, like right at pretty much when it opened. Took it out. So sell side would be the only spot for it to go to. Keeps making these bearish order blocks, keeps falling down. Hasn't created much inefficiency though. Just this one right here. Yeah, this is good here. I would like to see some type of reaction like this or something up here just to confirm. Definitely don't want price messing with like this order block right here. A couple minutes away from execution. So we get kind of a reaction here. I'd like to see it touch it though, like all the way. This here. This is a bullish breaker here though. So if it trades up in here, then It's going to be a different story for sure. Let's take note of this. Okay, price trading below here. So it's failing to get to the swing. There's another bearish order block. Oh, my paper trading isn't even connected. Yeah, at this point, I would be convinced. Oh, that's a lot of risk. It's now 950. Price has been telling me it's going to go lower. I would have liked to put my stop loss here, but that's way too much risk. I started way too early. Oh, it's up so loud. So I felt like this was a bullish breaker, but kind of failed to get to it. Takes out liquidity here, though. What level is that? See how it fills all the way down here. So that's a clip a new video. Alright, still in the same trade here. So you're getting a bunch of resistance here. Not really feeling the trade right now, though. It's just not executing how I would have liked. At this point, I'm gonna minimize the risk. If I get stopped out, I get stopped out, but that other one was just too far high up, too much risk on that trade. And we got the new week opening gap. Yeah, I have a feeling it's gonna trace below the new week opening gap, full gap closure. Let's see if I'm at my cool. All right, guys. Well, you guys saw that over live price action, 100%, 100%. Definitely still building confidence in my model, but I mean, price is telling us what it wants to do, right? So let's review it real quick. So I thought this was gonna be this was a potential bullish breaker here. So if price got up here, my whole idea would have been out the window, and that would have been done for the morning. It fails to do it here. So a failed swing. Then we go here. I see the first presented fair value gap. Price trades above it for a bit, trades below it. Respects the lower quadrant and displaces. So this is a pretty good telltale sign the price wants to go lower. On top of that, 70% of the time, the consequent encroachment of the opening range gap, which is this big red space here, gets traded to. Does it? Oh God. Sorry guys, I just rolled out of bed. This one my voice is all like raspy. Excuse me. So does it here, then creates a sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency, which is supposed to send price lower in a sell program. So come hits. If you're watching the whole video, you'll hear me say, I would like for it to touch the bottom of this and send price lower to hit our target. This liquidity was outlined on the 15-minute chart before we started any of this. The reason why I felt like it was gonna go to the sell side was because it already disturbed the buy side pretty much at open. So that wasn't really high probability. On top of that, yeah, there were at the open, yeah, and then down here there was relative equal lows here. Smooth market, it's real jagged up here. So kind of just there's a lot of reasons why I felt like the price was gonna go there. To be honest, like I felt like price was gonna go there, but I didn't know price was gonna go there just because that's how all beginners are. And then On top of that, there's this bearish order block in the 5 minute. I don't know if it was on the 15 minute. I usually just use the 15 minute for my to find there was here to find liquidity, like major liquidity pools. And then so here, once it takes price, whether it goes lower or higher, I'm not super interested. If it does go lower, I could see it potentially reaching these levels, but it's already taken liquidity. I don't see any super strong buy side liquidity pools right now, to be honest. So yeah, it may go lower. But I'm gonna delete this and this. So we got filled really bad. Like that was a terrible fill. Like I saw price up here. I pressed the button when the price was like up here, but this is why like the way you execute is important too. Yeah, so I got bought at, what is that level? 29.31, and I sold at 28.82. So that's like 50 handles or something. Let's see how much they trade. See how much I reaped on the trade. So that one trade was it that $1,000. This is a $100,000 account though, so I'm able to use more. I'm first starting off, a trade like that will probably only give me like 300 bucks, I'd say. I think that's pretty safe to say. That's around the ballpark. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and watch a little bit more of the morning session. I'm in California, so I'm able to see the first half of the morning session before going into work. So yeah, I could have held on and made a little bit more profit, but my target was here. That's where I put my limit order because it's clear, concise. The entry was pretty poor, but like as soon as it did this and it created this order block, I should have got in. And the entry was, yeah, that was pretty bad. But I think the overall idea behind the trade was good. I think I managed my risk fairly well. I did have a lot on the line at some point there. There's like $1,000 drawdown. That's pretty high. Typically, I just want to stay with like max 500 risk, like 500 or 600. That's kind of my goal. But that's a pretty tight stop loss, and I don't know. It's just gonna take time to get really good at doing that. Yeah, if price goes lower, I would expect it to breach these levels here. But you can see it's kind of going sideways now, consolidating. It's a bullish order block here, but that's so this bullish order block is made invalid through through these candles that go through it. Because if this was a bullish order block, it wouldn't get traded through like how it is here. Pure downside. I think this would be an excellent setup for the lunch model. So like this high right here, and I'll review it after work. This high right here is probably going to get traded too, especially if it keeps going down. Be a really obvious setup for a lunch market. So like one-sided days, like if it keeps going down up until lunch, that's an excellent setup for the lunch macro model. Just prices just has to retrace, But if it goes like up, down, up, like up, down, up, then I find the lunch macro model to be a little bit harder to navigate. So usually like days like this, that the 10 o'clock silver bullet, I guess you can classify this as 10 o'clock silver bullet because the macros from 9:50 to 10:10. Days that this is easy and clear, the launch model is probably not as clear. So I'm gonna get rid of all these levels here now. What's this? Today's low. Oh, I didn't even mark the YSL liquidity, did I? So pretty much essentially we could have been in that trade. Like once we really know, once I really know what I'm doing, I'm gonna be able to see this and be like, oh, it's gonna sell off and catch this whole rip. But I'm just not there yet. I mean, I trust the things I know, and what I'm seeing, it's pretty obvious to me. But still, I've only probably taken like max live trades. I think I've taken like 8 live trades. I don't even know if it's that much, to be honest. It's all on my YouTube, so however many live trades I've taken, like you guys know, it's all right there, which isn't much. So. Pretty good video though. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll be posting this sometime in the future. What is it, Monday today? I'll probably post this like by Wednesday or maybe tomorrow. I could watch a little bit more though. I'll watch for the rest of the video. I do have some time. Okay, so let's see how much we can run up this account. So we're only $2,000 in profit. We've taken a bunch of trades though. Oh, I can see how many trades I've taken here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't think any of these. I didn't have live price action here, so I think it's literally just here and above. So in total on this account, I mean, I know it's obviously seen more, but like once I had live price data, because before I was trying to trade with delayed data, and it was just not working out because price like I was 10 minutes behind, right? So I was like selling here and not getting filled, and I was like, why am I not getting filled? And then like the 10 minute, and then I would come up to time, and then I wouldn't get filled at all. It was weird. I didn't figure it out for like a whole week and a half. But we've taken 6 trades. So let's start from here. This is when I started posting, I think. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it looks like my strike rate's good, but this is just like, I don't want to say it's luck. I just want to say that I've taken very obvious setups, which is good. So you want to do. See here, I did not like. I remember this trade. It was a lunch trade, and I was in way too early. But believe me when I say there's going to be a lot more losses. There's going to be a lot more losses in my future because that's just how you have to learn. Like, no one trades this good for super long. Or I'm not saying I'm trading super good. I'm just saying like no one is like 90% right all the time. Like it's just not it. Eventually, I'm going to stumble across some losses. But I'll probably be paper trading for a while, guys. Not gonna lie. Probably it's March now. I'd say I'd probably try my first combine in September. A combine is just where you pretty much take a test and see, you kind of try to prove to a platform company that you're a profitable trader, and they'll give you money to trade with.